Kirby Air Riders is honestly an insane masterpiece, and a lot of players were right about this game. This game really is good, and honestly, in my personal opinion, better than Mario Kart World. It really has all those game modes. It really keeps your attention into the game. You want to figure out this. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, I don't know if it's because I couldn't think straight, but this game, honestly, left me onto a spiraling curve when it came to learning the controls. I was like, okay, so pressing A, okay, this makes me boost. Now, how do you just drive normally? Because boosting's not always the best option when you're not the sharpest tool in the shed, when you don't really know how to angle your arrow perfectly to where you want to boost. So, in other words, boosting's not the greatest option because you're going to slam into the fence or slam somewhere else. But I will say that this game does have a pretty fun curve when it comes to learning it as a whole. Because may this be City Trials or may this be the main racing game mode, it really does send you on a spiraling curve. Now, honestly, I think that this is a great thing because instead of just, okay, I'm clicking the A button, oh, alright, I got a mushroom, wait a minute, I got a bullet. You're like, okay, so I'm learning, alright, so I got a sword, I got a shield, I got a whole bunch of things. Now I get it. This is the sequel of the first game. Now, I've never played the first game, and probably many of you out there haven't played the first game either. But this honestly gives you that perfect experience that a new game wants to. It's not super handholdy, and it just gives you that amazing, exciting adventure. Now, let me tell you, the game, it looks good. Like, it really looks good. I feel like in many ways, it looks better than Mario Kart World, and just how immersive you feel when you're playing this game. Especially if you have something like a 4K OLED TV, this will really pop out with all the bright colors. Now, of course, that's not me. 1080p with matte screen finish on the TV. It looks pretty good still. But overall, all of those things out of the way, I think that this game definitely captivates my attention more than playing something like Mario Kart World. Because I just want to know what's next. Instead of doing race after race after race, pretty much doing the same thing every time, you get race after race, but there's different game modes in this race. I played the top-down game mode, which honestly, Top Ride was really fun. I played City Trials, and I've also played the just standard races. And the standard races, honestly, the new maps are really great. They just really are fun. They look great. They play amazing. And everything associated to Kirby Air Riders is honestly awesome. Now, when it goes to City Trials is a really fun game mode. It pretty much takes the original City Trials that I'm looking at and mixes it all into a new light. And if you, like me, you didn't quite know the controls, you'll notice that flying around City Trials is a little bit of an issue. You're not sure if you should go and get this box, and by the time you get this box, some little Timmy has already captured everything in the box, even though you're playing the game within a couple hours of its release, which is really strange, but overall, I think that it brings my light to this game so far that I just want to say, you know what, this is the best game ever. Kirby Air Riders is so good, and it honestly is. I don't know if when this game releases, I'll be able to go back to just a plain old Mario Kart anymore. Because this right here is where I'm at with everything that comes Kirby Air Riders, because it's just good. Now, waiting inside the menu is honestly really cool. So instead of being able to just sit there and wait for someone to load and then open up the menu, well, then you actually get a little room, which is honestly awesome. You could go walk around the room, you could do a bunch of different things, but since it's not the full game, you don't have access to your cards, you don't have access to pretty much everything that that room does. But what I found really interesting was that City Trials didn't have that room. Was it because they knew that Top Ride was going to take more time to get into a game? Maybe the full version of this game will have something like that, or is this what we're seeing? You're not going to have the room, you're not going to be doing any of that, you're going to be placed immediately into a game, which honestly, either way is a really great thing. Maybe you just like to jump straight into a game. That is perfect, that is really great and up to you. Maybe you don't feel like doing any of that. Well, in that case, that's... Well, maybe you just want to pick up your Switch and get straight into the game. Well, there you go. You don't need any of that room stuff. But if you just want to hang out with other players, chat some messages, and do other things, well, that room comes in handy. Well, anyways, things aside, I don't want to just keep gushing grannies over this game. Am I going to personally say that, yep, Mario Kart World was a snooze fest and a letdown? Of course not. It's completely your opinion on what you think about this game. But if I was going to tell you, this game really is just fun. Like, I had so much fun just diving into the demo and playing away through the game. It really is such an amazing game, and I hope that you were able to play the demo. Even if it was just for like 30 minutes or maybe even 10 minutes, you really got pretty much the same experience. I feel like you would have had more of a better experience if you played through maybe an hour of the demo, maybe 30 minutes of the demo, because then you can test out multiple different game modes. You can try out the race mode, you can try out a bunch of different things, and honestly, this is honestly awesome. Michihiro Sakurai did such a great job with this, and honestly, being able to play a first-party Nintendo game without having to pay a single cent is awesome. Now, of course, it's just for a limited time, but it still is cool. This is enough to get you to want to say, you know what? Should I be buying this game, spending $70 on this game, or should I be buying Mario Kart World? It really gives you that gap, because right now, we know that this is packed full of content, packed to the brim, that the demo probably won't be able to tell. But then when you look at Mario Kart World, you know, you got your same things, but you can't really test out the game to see if you like the game. So overall, I think that this definitely brings me closer to Kirby Air Riders, but hey, at the end of the day, this is all my opinion. You can make your own opinion in the comments below, or you can just keep your own opinion tight to your chest and say, you know what, I'm not going to let anybody ruin this for me. And honestly, that's completely okay. Yeah, that's awesome. But overall, Kirby Air Riders, amazing game. It's really worth the price. It's honestly so fun. Now, of course, there's still other game modes that I haven't tried yet, so maybe this could just be, just a dream come true. Something that I'm like, you know what, this is gonna be a good game before even trying the other game modes. What if the other game modes suck? I don't think the other game modes suck, but hey, this is all so fun. And honestly, maybe amiibos will work even greater, because we know the amiibos do FP and stuff, and also give you a little pointer onto the map, which is really cool as well. So maybe you can use your old Kirby amiibos. Who knows? You'll just get the Warp Star or something like that. Are you going to be picking up the amiibos? Because the amiibos, when you think about it, is the price of Mario Kart World. It literally is the price of Mario Kart World. Now, this is kind of interesting to me, because hey, you want to get Mario Kart World for that price? Well, then you can get Mario Kart World for that price instead of the amiibos. But if you're going all the way into amiibos, there you go. Kirby Air Riders, you can get the entire complete set of this game, which honestly is really fun and amazing. I had such a fun time, having a great time crashing into the wall. That was also really fun, because the controls, like I said, that's probably one of the major downsides to me. But just like any game, you have some sort of learning curve, and this is where the learning curve comes in. The not handholdy sort of gameplay is honestly my favorite part of this game. So overall, what do you think about Kirby Air Riders? Do you think it's a great game or a bad game? Do you think it's a sleepy game or a hypey game? Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope that you enjoyed, and with that being said, have an amazing day. See you in the next one.